Why, hello there. Thank you for visiting me today. It looks like you're in the market for a house. Is this correct? Wow. A brave soldier. A foolish soldier, but brave nonetheless. So tell me, in this little fantasy world you have, what kind of qualities or characteristics are you looking for in a house? Some non negotiables, some negotiables, some ideals, and some realisms. Of course. At least 3 bedrooms? Well, someone the dreamer. At least 3 bedrooms. How many bathrooms? 2 bathrooms. Wow. I guess it's so that way you could go potty while your loved one goes potty too. Luxury, I'm hearing luxury. What else are you looking for? A backyard? Okay. Backyard. Front yard. Wow. Dual feature. Garage? How many cars? 2. 2-car garage. Okay. And are these negotiables? Not non-negotiables. Non-negotiables. Do you want this backyard to have a fence? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Okay, but that's a negotiable. Okay, negotiable. Perfect. And what else is there for you? Do you have a preference for the date of the house? A range by chance? Nothing before 1892? Okay, I mean, maybe I could work with that. And then, is there any cutoff period you want me to keep within? Okay, to current year. Okay. So you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a 2-car garage, a backyard, a front yard, potential fence, and some house that was built between 1892 and today. Is that what I'm getting? Wow. You might as well be a child looking for a unicorn. So, are you by chance pre-approved for a loan? Perfect. I'll pull up those documents now if you can email them to me. Okay, perfect. I think I see your... There we go. I'm just gonna click on over here. Yeah, excellent. It looks like you did submit your pre-approval form correctly to me, and you are pre-approved for a home that is valued at roughly $280,000. Are you aware of the interest rates by chance? Yeah, the Fed just raised the interest rates. They're at a gajillion% right now. So, are you familiar with how a mortgage works? Yeah, the mortgage is, trust me, not gonna be working as hard as you are, but it's gonna be working. Are you familiar with how a interest or mortgage rate works? So basically, what you can expect for a mortgage is the interest rate that is applied to the life of your loan. It's going to be front loaded. Yeah, front loaded. It's a bit uncommon for loans. It's a bit uncommon for finances in general. But guess what? Latin. Guess what mortgage means in Latin? Death grip. You can't escape the death grip. So, they front load the life of the mortgage or the interest on the mortgage to the beginning of your loan. So, to make that a little more applicable to you, basically all of the mortgage payments that you're making in a standard 30-year mortgage, 30-year fixed mortgage, all of that interest, all of those mortgage payments for the first 15 years is explicitly and only going to the interest that would have accumulated over those 30 years based off the principal loan. So your house might have cost $280,000, but after the interest rate on your mortgage, it's actually going to cost you probably, let's do a little calculation here. Interest due 80 in house at a gajillion rate. So you're actually going to be paying an extra $122,000. So that first bulk of mortgage payments that you're making, where it says principal and interest, might as well just say interest, because you're going to be paying an extra $122,000 for the privilege of having a loan to afford a house. Now, do you happen to have a good credit score by chance? I'll be pulling that up right now. In fact, I'm just going to do a soft pull on your credit score just to make sure that we don't affect it. A hard pull would be once we apply for a mortgage. Your mortgage is, your credit score is decent. We can work with it, but you're not going to get the best deals. You're going to have to take out some homeowner's insurance unless you have a sizable down payment in mind. Well, for a $280,000 house, it is preferable for you to take out a 20% down payment so that way you could avoid the mortgage homeowner's insurance. This would be $28,000, $56,000. Do you happen to have $56,000 on you? $56,000 on you for the down payment. Okay, we can work with a 10%, but with a 10%, it's going to be an FHA loan, which is going to require a temporary but a much smaller, reduced homeowner's insurance. Do you happen to have $28,000 on you? We can go as low as 3%, but if we're going low as 3%, trust me, the homeowner's insurance is going to be quite high. This is not to protect your house. Let me make no mistake of this. This is not to protect your house. This mortgage insurance is to protect the banks in case you default on your mortgage. So if you default on your mortgage, you've been paying insurance to the banks who lent you this loan, so that way it covers their loss. Do you see what I'm saying? So on top of the mortgage, one of the fees hidden inside of the mortgage is a mortgage insurance plan. It's going to be an extra, it could go up to $450. That's what it's looking like it's going towards. It could go up to $450, maybe $600. So that'll be added into your mortgage, just so that way the banks are safe from your indigency. There we go. And do you happen to have proof of your last couple of payments, whether that be a pay stub from the last 3 months or a tax form from the last couple of years? I'll just pull that up real quick. Okay, perfect. Well, going off of your income, you do qualify for a house that is about at most $250,000. Yeah, that's as high as I can guarantee you a loan. Anything more and it'll have to come out of pocket. Do you happen to have 30 grand in cash? Yeah, then you're not affording that $280,000 wish for a house. But do not fret, do not worry. There is definitely locations that we can look for housing. Here we go. Are you familiar with Atlanta, Georgia? Yeah, there's plenty of housing there that's 130, 150. It would be spectacular for you. San Antonio, Texas, another wonderful spot. Dallas, Texas, another wonderful spot. Memphis, Tennessee, beautiful spot. Houses ranging from $100,000 to $200,000, purely just because of the rich and vibrant neighborhood. There we go. Okay. I think we can make this work. A house that is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a backyard, a front yard, 2-car garage, which are non negotiables, that was built between 1892 and the current day, that is no more than $250,000 on your high end of the budget. Yeah, no, we can totally get this done. Have you heard of Gary, Indiana?